What is up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Sgt Mooby, and I am a reformed gaming addict. My addiction started a few years ago, approximately 5 years ago, when I got heavily involved in World of Warcraft. And it was only after I lost my job, due to the amount of time that I was spending on said game, that I realised that I had to take the steps to do something, otherwise it would control and ruin my life. A lot of people don't see gaming addiction as a fully fledged addiction, but I assure you it can be more destructive than heroin or crystal meth, with the highs that it gives people. Gaming, like any other addiction, obviously has some kind of pull to get potential addicts involved and possibly addicted to it. Now, this high comes in the form of adrenaline. Now, when you're playing a game such as Call of Duty or Skyrim or Fallout, there are always key moments in the game, normally set pieces, that give you the sense of being involved in the storyline, in the game, in the actual conflict that you may be playing in. When these set pieces are going on, your adrenaline glands open up and release pretty much a shitload of adrenaline into your brain. And it's the adrenaline going through your system that eventually becomes the addiction. And you will constantly try and replicate that addiction, and often get frustrated if you can't. For instance, people that constantly go for MOABs on Modern Warfare 3 often feel frustrated or put down by the fact that they're not, if they can't get them. This is one of the first signs that you are addicted to gaming. Rage at even the most simple things. Now, obviously I am a reformed addict. After I lost my job, due to the amount of hours that I was simply putting into World of Warcraft, I realised that, you know, I had a problem. And it was only after that that I realised that it really was wrecking my life and I had to do something about it. And that came in the form of simply, well, at the start, telling someone about it. I actually told my best friend at the time, and the conversation went a little bit like this. Dude, I got something to tell you. I'm kind of worried about it, but, you know, I'm just going to come right out and say it, and hopefully you won't hate me for it. He goes, yeah, sure, what's the problem? And I turned to him and said, I have a gaming addiction. And at that point, he kind of gave me an extremely confused look and said, well, what's your poison? And I simply said, World of Warcraft. He kind of laughed for a bit and then said, yeah, I know how you feel. He was actually the one that got me involved in World of Warcraft, and after I told him about my addiction, he completely understood. He didn't feel the need to, like, shut me out or anything. But I felt a shit ton better simply because I told someone, and that is always the first little bit in getting over the addiction hill, is always letting someone know. And after that, simple stuff like not paying for the subscription fees, or uninstalling it from your computer, or, you know, not paying for, you know, whatever. But, you know, I really look back on the World of Warcraft addiction as one of the real low points in my life, but also one of discovery and of self-realization, which, you know, has really helped me in who I am today. I don't think without getting over the addiction of World of Warcraft I could possibly be doing something like this. I don't think I would be able to hold down a job. I don't think I would be able to hold down a relationship, to be honest with you. And that is why people really need to know about gaming addiction, as it is a very real illness, effectively. And the more people know about it, and the more people kind of accept it, that it is a legitimate addiction. And, you know, more people should know about this, especially in the current day and age that we are in, where in like so many people to an Xbox in a house. And yeah, the more people know about this, the more people that actually have a gaming addiction can get support for it. So if you know anyone that might possibly have a gaming addiction, talk to them. Ask them about it. Ask them about how many hours they spent on such and such last night, Call of Duty last night. And if it's more than that, time every week, every day, if it's more than, say, 5 hours a night on World of Warcraft or Call of Duty or whatever, then you need to, you know, watch out for them. You know, if they're your friend, if they're a family member, whatever, just watch out for them, look after them, because eventually it will take over their life. I'm lucky I got away from it quite before it did any harm. But a lot of people aren't getting away from it. They aren't realising it as an actual problem. And that's kind of what we need to start with. So if you know anyone that has a gaming addiction or might possibly have a gaming addiction, please talk to them before it's too late. If you also want to raise awareness for gaming addictions, then please don't hesitate to download this and put this on your own channel. Because everyone that we help from gaming addiction is one less person with an addiction. Remember guys, you're a person, not a player. I've been Sgt Mooby. I want to thank you all very much for watching, and I shall see you all next time. Take it easy guys, have a good one. Be sure to follow me on Twitter, that way you'll get all the latest from me, how many videos I've uploaded, what I had for breakfast, and how much of a hangover I had last Saturday night.